Alright, this is PG,
And Jamjam.
and we are back here in Things Betwixt, and we are...
Doing stuff.
Oh no, we're about to grab this dagger, yeah. And this is where I decide that being a little double dagger mage might not be such a bad idea.
Little double D's up in there.
Everybody likes them. Alright, so for the most part, right now at least, I'm super overpowered. The dagger, you know, 2 strong attacks kills one of these little guys, and I think 2 shots of my spell super kills. I mean, I barely need 1 spell, and they're almost dead, so. Now I got my little double daggers going on. I'm getting ready to baby dagger people.
When you did this with your strength build, was it still as easy or was it a little more difficult?
For my strength build, I came in here as a knight, and I would say it was actually really easy. I mean, I had my shield, I had my sword, I ran in, I was parrying people, backstabbing people, just kind of having fun, just testing out the limits of everything. And with my dex build, it was, I would say, just as easy, if not easier, because second playthrough I knew what I was doing. So with a mage, I mean, I want to get used to not having a shield. I would love to play the entire game, no shield, offhanding my catalyst. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to or not, but I would love to. And that's Snuggly the Crow's little nest. I guess I'm dancing on her dead babies. I don't know. I will show you the dance of my people. I'm making sure the ladder actually went down, and now I'm gonna drop down and grab this little item over here. Boom, got that. Red cracked eye orbs. More of these stupid little torch lights that I'm not gonna light because I really have no issue fighting in the dark.
What's the point to the torch lights?
You can light a torch at your bonfire and light torches throughout the way, and there's dual purpose to it. One, it gives you additional lighting so you can actually see what you're doing. And 2, it makes it a lot easier for you to then, if you're going into a new area, light a torch and not have to go all the way back to the bonfire.
That sounds helpful.
It is sometimes. There's only like 2 areas in the game that I would suggest that you should use a torch. I won't talk about those areas right now. I don't want to ruin anything, but I will say my first death in Dark Souls 2 was right here. I was blazing through the tutorial, feeling great, and I ran at that cliff, tapped B, and fell to my death. The jump mechanic in Dark Souls 2 is not the same as Dark Souls 1, so watch out for that. Gravity's still super overpowered in this game. Definitely one-shotted me. Did not appreciate that. As for why I turn around and backstep off of cliffs, the easiest way I can say it is everything is a trap. In Dark Souls 2, I realized early on if there is a cliff that you need to jump off of, the enemies are going to be underneath it. So it's easier to get to the edge, turn around, and backstep off. That way you have the opportunity to face your attacker and fight them, instead of jumping off and just getting attacked from behind by a bunch of little fellas.
Sounds like you're writing a book, The Art of War for Dark Souls.
The Art of War for Dark Souls would be an amazing book, filled with lots of know-hows and lots of no GG, no re, because you're a douche style fucking shit. So up there I had a vantage point. If you start as an archer, you have the chance to just sit there and snipe that guy. Mage did not have enough room.
You just kick that tree over with your leg.
Yeah, I'm a super mage. I can do that. I got the magic. See, if I wasn't a mage, I still would have been able to push that over, but magic.
You trying to defend the mage?
Yeah, the mage. He has magic jump boots, you know. So down here, I put this rolling to good use.
That roll, though. Holy shit.
Yeah, point blank spell to the mouth. A little unnecessary.
Looks like it tastes like spearmint.
I kind of wonder what, you know, like, does spells have a scent and like a smell and a taste to them and shit like that? I mean, I think that would be a little interesting, you know? Spell effects makes everything smell wonderful. Oh. I have a Lysol smell. Oh.
I'm clean.
Lysol, yay. Everybody would get pretty pumped about that. I don't even know if undead can smell, you know?
A weird tangent to go off on.
No, it wasn't. It's
I like
important facts. They never say that they can smell anything.
Oh, that's true. But I like how the white fog doors have come back. What the fuck? Is that a turtle?
No, it's a giant. It's the giant dumb hippos. I went down there with my original build. There's 2 hippos down there. There's one in a corner and the one that you could see. And the giant hippos, as far as I know, they're pretty easy to fight. They show up multiple times in the game. But what I currently am kind of confused about is that little area down there. I have no answers for you guys. There's like a little coffin down there. You get into it and you sail away. And when you come back, the hippos are back, if I'm not mistaken. And it doesn't do anything that I'm aware of. You don't go anywhere. You just come right back. So as far as I know, from what I've read online, people are telling me that that changes the gender of your character. Which, I suppose that's nice, but then I would be a small, bob-cutted, little, tiny-eyed black girl with, you know, the creepiest beard ever.
But you'd be sassy as shit, though.
I would be super sassy. I would be the sassiest. I would be a sass-assin. But for right now, I'm actually about to go fight one of the little hippos right now. Well, not little, one of the big dumb fat hippo guys.
Oh man, it looks like you're hunting Bigfoot right now.
I could be hunting Bigfoot, but you're gonna get a nice little view of the hippo. As a mage, you have really just a range advantage over anybody, especially these big fat slow guys. As a warrior, it took me like 3 tries to kill him. The first try, I was just going blow for blow with him. I was avoiding him. I was dodging. I was trying to fight him how you would fight something in Dark Souls 1. And then it picked me up and ate me. So I learned real quick that this was not going to be a fair fight. So as a mage, a weak little mage, I wanted no part in being eaten. So I found the limitation to how far he's willing to walk towards me, shot him a couple times, and now he's dead. And now I have a sweet little ring. That's a stone ring. It lowers the poise. Yeah, it lowers the poise of enemies, which is it's really nice. It makes it so that enemies get stunned easier. Me using a baby dagger, that's going to come in handy.
I'm baffled by how a ring affects the world around you. Because usually rings benefit you or give you more poise.
Yeah, most of the times in most games, a ring does nothing but benefit the user. But there's a couple rings in this game that will actually benefit the people, or I should say harm the people around you. There's actually a sun ring, and if people hit you enough times, the ring explodes and hurts people.
That sounds fucking scary as shit. Blow your goddamn hand off.
For the most part, the people I fought with that ring have died, and the explosion has happened like well after they've died, and I've walked away. So far that ring is pretty useless in my eyes. I'm sure at like a lower level it's really helpful if a bunch of people are attacking you, I guess. But I haven't found a use for it with any of my characters. Who knows? Maybe the mage will use it, but I think it would be pretty cool if once it blows up, your character's whole hand is just gone. You go back to the bonfire and get it back, but you know.
But is that instant, like, you get that 30-second little animation of your character screaming his ass off because he doesn't have a hand anymore?
It happens. Sometimes you gotta cut off the hand to save the body. Movie quote. Alright, so this is Majula. And it is the big open beginning area. It's there's no enemies here. It's just one big safe zone. Well, actually, that's not true. There's 3 little pig demon things. And I guess they're enemies. They're not really harmful to anyone. They're just kind of there. The first thing you should really pick up in the game is this right here. An Estus Flash Shard.
Huh.
Estus Flash Shards in this game are what give you more Estus to drink. So once I talk to the Emerald Herald, she's going to give me 1 Estus Flask. I will give her a shard, and she will then give me my 2nd Estus Flask.
I just want to point out they decided to hang a body in a well.
Yeah, I mean...
That's pretty hardcore.
He was just hanging out, you know? He was just there. He was waiting.
And one thing I'd already mentioned to you as we ended that last episode, one thing I liked about Dark Souls and Demon Souls is I love the use of landscape. Especially when you see it in the that opening video where they show that city with the dragons floating around it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
you go there,
and then
and it is just that big and open and scary.
And then all this shit right now, just that openness where I assume that sunset or sunrise or whatever that is.
I actually don't know if that's a sunset or a sunrise because you don't really have a compass that's telling you east and west and all that, but it stays that way the entire game as far as I know. And so it's just constantly really nice and sunny here, which is, it's calming if you think about it. It's just kind of a calming scenery that kind of lets you relax after maybe a boss fight or coming back from an area that you really barely made it through. So I mean, it's a nice little area for the undead to kind of get away from all that.
Like the California of video games, if you will.
It's nice, you know. It's,
a little smog, but...
I mean, there's no Arnold Schwarzenegger, but, you know, it's nice. And right now, this is an area I'm going to go through later, but for right now, I just wanted to come through here, grab some items. That way I can level up my character, have some more options. There are... What's that way? Oh, yeah, there's giants that way. They kind of suck. I mean, I'm sure as a mage I'm going to struggle against them, but my strength character and my dex character blew through that area and the bosses of that area without having to use a bonfire. So it was pretty nice. I liked that area. It actually looks really good. But the first area I think I'm going to be going through is the woods. I would say, I think it is actually the first area you're supposed to go through. I mean...
Because that's the thing about these games. They don't tell you where to go. You kind of just have to assume and hope you don't die.
Yeah, I mean, there's different ways that you can go, and you learn very quickly which way you should go, because some ways it takes 30 swings to kill something, and then another way it's a one-shot kind of kill, so it should be kind of obvious which way to go. Over there by that building I was just at with the blacksmith, he just kind of tells you, hey, fuck off unless you can let me into my little blacksmith hut so that I can actually make weapons. We're going to get the key off of the merchant later, but for right now, this is the Emerald Herald. I think that's her name.
Take this with you.
That looks kind of green.
May it ease your journey.
Why not?
I will point out, though, throughout the entirety of Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and actually having beaten Dark Souls 2 already, not once has the cleric religion been symbolized with anything. Not a cross, not any kind of symbolism. So it's interesting to me that the Emerald Herald, I'm trying to show it right now, has a big dumb cross on her chest.
For misery
It
will
might
lead you
just
to
be the
greater,
pattern of the
stronger
dress or
souls.
something like that, but in
You
Dark
will never meet
Souls,
the king with a
nothing
soul
is
so
ever
frail
just
and
there
pallid.
for no reason. So, I
Seek
think it
those
means
whose
something.
names are unutterable.
And
The
she's
four
definitely the only
endowed
character
with
that
immense
has it.
souls.
So,
Their souls
For
will
all-
serve as beacons.
for all purposes, I think that has
Once you have
something to do
found
with the
them,
lore.
return here to me.
And I guess we'll figure that out if
So
there's
that hope
DLC
will not
called
fade
Cleric's
away.
Revenge, or
I
Is that a
fucking
shard
hate
you
fighting
found?
clerics, so I
Here,
really hope not.
Let me see it. To see light.
Like in
see
PvP, in just, you know, like
However faint it might
NPC
be.
cleric invasion, it's always annoying. They have the heal spells, they have the long range, and they have buffs for their weapons. I mean, if you want to make an OP cleric, just do a strength cleric build, and you'll be good throughout the entire game, and you'll be good against any boss, and you'll even do really well against PvP enemies, other players online. Really, the only way you can lose as a strength
Bearer of the
cleric
curtain.
is if you're
See-
playing someone that's
see-
just flat
yes,
out
this-
better than you. And even then, you can still get lucky and beat them. And that's what's frustrating about fighting these clerics.
so there's hope. There's hope for me.
Yeah, so once we do get you to play, which is you're going to be playing this through after my playthrough,
Well, shit.
maybe we will set you up as a little strength cleric. But for right now, I've leveled up. I'm doing good things for my little magey mage. I got my baby daggers. I got my catalyst. Rested at the bonfire. And I am ready to go into the next area, which I will do next time. Bye from Bobblehead.